Okay, good morning. And before I start the video, I just would like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving because that's what day it is right now. What you're about to see is a video of my new camera. I did some reviews on this thing, and they weren't great. They weren't great reviews, but they were all like little nitpicky crap that I really don't care about. So, so I bought the camera anyway. Now, as you know, I have been using cameras like this. This just so happens to not be... Yeah, that's Clicky. This is Clicky the camera. This is the original one that I had. I believe it is. Maybe not. Yeah, no, that's definitely the original one I had. No, this is the original one. This is Clicky. This is the one that everybody knew and loved. This is a TG2. The Olympus Tough Cam 2. Now, I bought these because I kept going through these Sonys, and I just kept beating the crap out of them, and they just didn't work out. And then, of course, I had the GoPro Hero 2. This is my original Sony camera. Believe it or not, this camera still works. But everybody, if you remember from 10 years ago, this thing here used to annoy people, so I decided I would get a different one. But this was an abused camera. Worked really well. I was quite happy to retire the old gal when I was done with her. Can you believe there's actually still a disc in here? Oh my God. There's a memory stick. This took a duo memory stick. I don't think I have a slot for this. Wouldn't it be interesting to know what I actually have on here? I just discovered this. Now this camera, I have not used this camera in 9 years, 10 years? 9 years. I think I had the first one for a year. I'm going to see if I can get some images downloaded. So I've hijacked this. This thing has been hijacked. All I wanted to do was talk about this little guy. It's a finicky little shit. It costs about 200 bucks. It has a little screen that flips out. You can't flip it forward, it only flips outward so you can see what you're shooting. But for the most part, it's a pistol grip. It almost looks like a gun anyway. But if you see right here, this is a mirror. So if you're into that narcissistic selfie stuff like I am, you just center yourself in the mirror and you're golden. So as you can see, you see the little green light? That's it. So, we're going to see how this works. You'll be the judge, and I'm going to actually see if this thing can read. This is a memory stick, so I may have to come up with something to stick this into to see what's on it, and then I'll just show the video in a separate video. So if you're excited to see what's on this, 10 years of old-ass footage, I am as well. So let's see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to edit this thing that I've got about to go, and you let me know what you think of this little guy. I've made some adjustments since, so the quality of the video isn't as good as it can be, but tomorrow's video will be shot exclusively with this one, and we'll see what happens. So I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, welcome to my new camera. I don't know that I like this thing, but we're going to try it out because you know what? It's what I got. It's a tough cam. But it's not it's not like the TG5 or 6. This is actually the TG Tracker. It's a smaller camera. It does have a bit of a fisheye lens to it, and I really don't have a problem with that. But it does have a light, so if I wanted to get in here and actually show you stuff, I can do that. It's a lot easier to deal with. Now, I don't know how long the battery's going to last like this, but I know it has a fisheye lens. You're just going to have to bear with me on that one. But there's a lot of people who've been asking about my CT332 John Deere, and as you can tell, it's kind of grown in, and I miss my loader. I miss it terribly. Joe was running it, and we actually lost this hub. That hub right there, grenaded, junk. So before it gets frozen outside and destroyed, I'm actually going to start it up right now. I'm going to start it up, and I'm going to close everything up again. I'm going to put that back on, do all that stuff, and then I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and drag it into the building and pull the track off. It's about $5 grand to fix this thing. That's what it's gonna cost. So yeah, $5,000. It's a lot of money, and I needed to put it in other places before I put it here. So anyway, let me shut this off, and I'll probably just use the other camera because the other camera seems to be have a better battery into it. This one here is a brand new battery that I didn't charge. So anyways, let me know what you think of the thing. What?
What the hell?
The light on? Look, we can really see him now.
What?
We can see right in his eyes.
What is that?
It's a camera.
Let me see on the side. That thing is so tiny.
It is tiny. So this is a TG tracker. Why are you putting gas in there? Get that shit out of there. Don't. We're not doing that. I need some starting fluid. I'm gonna try and start that skid steer. So yeah. All right, so I changed batteries. I actually had another battery. I didn't take it out of the old camera, but I got my starting fluid here, and I'm gonna go out and see what I have. See, now this is what's really cool. I can just get right in here, and everybody can see it. So this is really actually pretty good. I think it's an improvement. Now, there is another lens that I can put on here that will reduce that fisheye even further, but I don't know. You guys let me know if you think it's something that I should do or not. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get this thing out of here. So let me shut this off. Okay, I just gave her some ether. There she goes. Uh-oh. The starting fluid may have killed it. What the hell? The batteries. This battery's shot, by the way. It's one of these piece of shit Napa batteries. Let's see. I don't think that's the problem. I think I put too much ether and it's actually backfiring. Not really a tractor, not designed. It's not really designed for ether, so yeah. So anyways, I got this little handle on this thing, and there's a mirror. And if you look at the mirror, what you see in the mirror is what you're actually filming. So I think this is pretty handy. I'm hoping that the wind reduction is pretty good. I don't know. Alright, so I shot some ether in that hole right there, and it looks to me as though it's still evaporating and it's causing me an ass ache, so I don't know. Let's give it a few minutes. I'm gonna walk back to the shop, and I may not be able to run this thing until tomorrow. I don't know. Let's give it a minute. All right, we got some new boxes here that I didn't talk about. I know everybody complains about the asphyxiator being noisy, and the asphyxiator. Well, I decided to go ahead and buy one of these waste oil burners. So I have to actually install that. I'll be installing that thing pretty soon. We're getting down to winter, you know, pretty soon. And I've got all this waste oil. I don't know what the hell to do with it all, so I decided that it's time to get a waste oil burner. So that's what we're going to do. Well, I hope this camera works really good. I've got Timothy tearing this cutter bar apart so that we can use the individual pieces out of it, top caps and things like that. These boxes are still good and all, but they were set outside there, and that can be a problem if you don't take care of it. So they've been popping top caps off when we break them on the other cutter bar, and you know, so I'm just going to get these gearboxes apart. And if we do end up breaking the other cutter bar on the header, I'll have the bits and pieces to repair it. So that's just what we're doing. And I'm gonna have to go kick Tim's ass because he's doing something that he shouldn't. You got a camera, or you get light. See, Joe?
Sure.
Yeah, and then you can get right in here. If you're looking at the tractor, you know, you get right on up in here, up and underneath the TLS, all that crap. Hey, Joe, you need to clean this thing. It's filthy. And then you got
Tractor?
Tim's ears. Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Okay, it's been a while now. Let's see what happens.